Can you believe it's already coming close to Easter? I mean, okay, Easter does come a little early this year, so maybe that's why it seems like it's coming so fast, but it's one of those holidays that kind of creeps up on you. And you know what? I'm always ready for a holiday. It seems like after Christmas, there's just kind of this big blank winter space where it's really cold and there's really nothing for a long time, especially here in the Midwest where all there is the wind howling and it's just really cold. So I love a reason to make the house feel a little bit more spring-like and remind us that a new season is coming, and Easter is a great way to do that. This year, I'm trying to keep it really simple and a little bit more woodsy or nature inspired with my Easter decor. So I am doing a simple nature or woodland inspired piece right as you walk in my entryway door. This is extremely simple, you guys, and you can adapt it to fit in any space or nook or cranny or tabletop that you want it to fit in. And this is really just inspiration for you to feel like you can do your own. To start, I'm just using a big concrete planter. I know that sounds kind of like, okay, who's gonna have a concrete planter in their house? Well, I definitely do, and it is not as odd as it sounds for me. I have these floating around for different things, and I love to use planters for centerpieces too because they have a great look. This one kind of has a faux bois look, which means it looks kind of like a tree trunk, but it isn't, and so it's just the great base. But use something that you have that you love. To fill it up, I'm just using these foam pieces that I got at a craft supply store. Honestly, I think they are to decorate with frosting and have like a fake cake, which I don't really know why you'd want to do at home, but if that's what you do with them, that's awesome, but they're great to use for this too. They just fill it up and make a perfectly flat and sturdy surface for me to put things on. And as you're gonna see, stick things into too. And then just to cover them up and give it a great base, I first put on Spanish moss. Spanish moss is extremely cheap at any craft supply store, and it is a great base because you can cover something that you don't really like the look of, and it is so cost effective. So after I spread that out, just kind of haphazardly, it's okay if it kind of comes over the side a little bit, I then put on some regular looking moss. This regular moss can really be anything that you like. There are a lot of different mosses out there. I like this one because it looks really earthy, and honestly, like I just went out to a wooded area and picked it off. I didn't, but if people think so, that's okay. I just spread that around and no really rhyme or reason, but just however it looked good. So to really set this piece off and have a centerpiece, I have this amazing antique cast iron bunny. Now I know not all of you probably have a antique cast iron bunny. Maybe you do, good for you. I'm really excited about mine, I kind of love it. But if you don't, you can use anything you have. Right now, it is so great to find vintage inspired foil wrapped bunnies. You could use a chocolate bunny or really any type of Easter decor that you love. Just pick something that has a little bit more of a focal to it like this does. To set this off and really drive home that woodland theme, I'm using these little picks of mushrooms. I know it sounds odd, but it really does have this awesome look. These again are just from the craft supply store. You just kind of peruse the aisles and look for things that kind of have interest to you. These are great because the picks stick right into the foam, and so I just put them around in clusters kind of like you think they would grow. Although honestly, I know, what kind of thing would just grow in the woodlands and have a bunny stop? But you know what? In my world, that's how it works. After you place the mushrooms around, you can place as many or as few as you like. I'm just finishing off with a few eggs. Why we associate eggs and bunny with Easter, I'm not exactly sure, but I am not gonna mess with tradition. I love the look, so I am gonna use it to the fullest. I'm just placing some very natural colored eggs around the bunny. You could use the pastel colored ones as it is Easter, but I just kind of like the natural because they all seem to flow together with the colors. That's all I'm doing, and this really is a great piece as you walk in the door. It's simple, it's clean, it's fresh, and it is spring inspired, and I am so ready to welcome a new season here at the farm. If you agree, make sure to like the video by clicking like below and click subscribe to become part of the Gray Boxwood channel. I love to hear how you guys are using these videos and what inspires you, so leave a comment.